So another issue with the truck, that it is starting to shift pretty hard, as in when you go to gas it, it surges a little bit and it won't shift like you lose all your power. So that's awesome. It may be either the engine or the transmission, but definitely need to fix the transmission anyways. So if it's going to be, I think the transmission control valve or valve body is like $800. So by the time you probably replace it, put fluids in it, it'd probably almost just buy a used one and then just take that transmission and have it built so we'll have a backup. So it's probably what we're gonna do. I can't afford just tearing stuff down and then finding more problems with it. So we're gonna let the truck set and kind of cool down a little bit like I always do. Go ahead and get the machine warmed up. I left my bucket here because I didn't see no sense of trying to bring it with me. That's more issues to, or more weight, I guess you'd say. So I can't tell if the truck sounds like it's misfiring or what, or if it's not an issue. Looks like that punk 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 punk. I don't know. I'm just getting worried here, so need to change those out. But anyway, I got my grapple so that way we can move those big chimney chunks. There's like a on that lower side of the creek, there's like a little swell, but there's also an old dam there. So I think he's wanting to put the stuff in there, and then I'm gonna bring the bucket. So that way we got everything we need. I'm gonna make sure these are tightened up because last time they was leaking. So anyway, let's try to get this Sunday started. Hopefully everything goes good and we make it home all right. So let's get to it. swing of gravel there. And there's some gravel back there. We're gonna take the rest of this rock and throw it on this lower side. But we're also gonna do the gravel here to kind of cover some of this rocks up. But it's a good base because it's kind of like a churty dirt. Since we are in Georgia, so they're nothing but freaking chert rocks. But so he's moving a bunch of stuff to where we can get some stuff pushed. He's done a bunch of work since we've left. That helped me though, but I could have eventually done it. But we're gonna try to make our way down here. He leveled, or he smoothed it up a little bit, brought some dirt in, but now it's a lot smoother. Covered some of these big chunky rocks. So he's got his little YANAMR 35. I'm trying to get down here. I tightened the tracks up, so now they won't do much damage to me, hopefully. I'm trying to get it to where I don't break nothing, or there's nothing but rocks out here. I'm gonna have to get that at a different angle. But he's got his bucket turned around, so we're gonna try to get what we can over here. He can't push his pile up because he's only 25 horsepower. Small little pond over here. Trying to make sure we don't fall in a hole again. We'll get out of it, but that was scary though. Kind of see what we did with the rock. Kind of made this little berm right here, but it's also like all this comes down flat, so it was like dipped right here, so it's staying wet right in through here. So he come in and packed some dirt and kind of made it more of a nice little swing there. He kind of cleaned up a little bit of this over here. That's why I wish I had my Mini X. I mean, I just get so mad at myself, but I mean, it is what it is. Well, we got a big Mini X, I guess. So we're gonna take this rock and put it under here, make it look nice and clean. So I'm gonna have him watch me, make sure I'm not gonna be too wide or I ain't gonna be too tall. So we'll get things going real quick, and once we get it going, we'll set up the camera. All right, we've been pressed for time. My boots are right there. We gotta smooth some of it out. We're going to work on the front, getting that pile there of dirt moved. We dropped the pile right here, but we're going to focus on the front. It's nice and packed now. We're going to do some more touch up there, but let's get to the front. All right, I'm so wore out. I've been shoveling. I'm glad, because the skid steer only would have gotten to like right there with that can't see it. Would have gotten to about right there, and we'd have had done all that. But the tractor was able to get all the way right there, just about, like, yeah, right there. The edge of the bucket was right there at the post. But he's putting some of these rocks. We kind of packed it down with some rock, and then that way that'll look really clean. Oh yeah, it looks like a jumbled mess, but if I had more time, we could have went in there, and but being pressed for time and thinking it's going to take me a day, so I probably should have made that job up in Heflin like Saturday and Sunday. That way we'd had 2 days of doing this right here, but really need like 3 days. But we're going to go ahead and get going up this way. He's cleaned it up pretty good with blading it and stuff, and what we done the first day was very helpful to get him going, get him something started. But we're going to go ahead, get going. He's going to clean the rest of this little shrubbery stuff up later, but we're going to go ahead and start working on getting that big brush pile. We're going to kind of cover it with some dirt, but it's also kind of getting rid of it without having to deal with all the hauling off. While he's doing that, I told him to go and sift some of that stuff, so I'm gonna kind of try to blade some of this stuff. I'd like to be able to drive nice and neatly down here without getting stuck. So when we come in here, just going to kind of push all that stuff. You can definitely tell there's like railroad ties, garbage, center blocks, a bunch of stuff like that. So I'm gonna try to blade it a little bit, kind of where it's smooth. There's like a little bit of a dip right there, so, but we're gonna kind of bury it in a way, but just kind of hide it a little bit. So we just do what the customer wants, and we get paid for it. That's what you got to do. So, but definitely gonna have to clean some of this front up here. There's some topsoil right here, so we're gonna try to clean some of it up, kind of throw it to the side, because he's going to use his box blade to kind of clean it up. We're going to take the rock and throw it first to have a nice bottom base, and then we'll start throwing that chert on top to kind of give a base. That way we kind of make our own little hill. So, and then that way we'll have a little bit of mixture in the rock right there. You can see a bunch of it. So we'll have a good base, so that has a bottom to hold on to, so it don't wash out. So let's let him do all this, and we'll get piled up, and then we'll take this gravel over here and we'll start like spreading it around. And we also got some over there, but he's got a little what he calls a courtyard. It's a really small one, and it's probably the size of this little area here. He can put he's gonna put some gravel in. start taking this, he's gonna take his tractor and blade it, and just try to like really come in and just pack it down in there. So he's gonna take his box blade and just clean it up, square it up, and he's gonna clean the rocks out, and then that way which he's got his tractor and box blade, which is, it's heavy enough and good enough where it'll clean it up, scrape it up, but he's also got a scraper as well, like an old style scraper. But there's a bunch of rocks down through here. I'm trying to miss them. I don't want to break a track. Well, we're getting close. You can kind of see the piles thinning up. Just trying to take these rocks and throw them somewhere. Trying to sift through some of this without, I don't want to scrape too far, because I think he said he had like a power line down there exactly on this dang pile, so we'll just have to be careful. There's massive rocks everywhere, but try to get as much as I can. These keys are dangling and smacking, irritating. All right, so we got some stuff right here. He's going to come up here and kind of blade it back to me. That way we can level it up. He's going to do the gravel because he's got a box blade and a front end loader. So we're just trying to get this material moved. And he's got raised garden beds right there. So I did dig down about 2 inches. So he's going to rake that up. And he's got that gravel over there, so he's got plenty to do with it. So he'll have enough for this to probably come out through here and back down. So a bit of box blading, he'll have it nice and level and clean. So we're fixing to narrow down the last bit, and then we will we do some stuff over there to kind of level it up. But he can box blade this, make it look clean. So let's get this done, get home, because it's already looking dark. All right, so we're narrowing down, trying to get some of this before he gets over there. Get some big chunks. I'm going to try to use his box blade to kind of try to keep some of this. There's some big material over there, but he's going to help me push it up. That thing was just on the shaking and the jarring and the smacking and the bumps. It's making my GoPro all floppy. But we're trying to get this to where we can level this up for him. So we're up down to the last little bit. I'm just dumping all this stuff right here because he's going to move that table, and he's going to take this and smear it because he had a bunch of trees right here and they died and it sunk down, so it's like a big old dip, and we're trying to raise it up. So we got it just about there with the last bit what we got. So I'm trying to get it to where when he comes in with his box blade, he'll have to clean the rocks up. But it's also, today's our last day here, because he said that's kind of all he can afford with me. And since we got his machine hit too, so we charged a good chunk. So we're probably going to take this on the lower side of that little dip. Oh, he wanted that rock. Dingus. Let me get this fixed. All right, we just got the last load. It's kind of lumpy, you can kind of see it, but like there's a power line right in here. He don't know where it's at. I think the power line in a propane, or there's a big power line. We don't. He knows somewhere where it's at, but it was in the middle of this pile, so I don't want to keep digging down. He said it's not deep at all, which I understand now. So, but I'm gonna try to blade this a little bit, kind of like level it up some way to kind of break it loose. There's a dogwood he really likes, so right here. So he wants to keep it. He don't want it touched, broken. But I'm just going to kind of, all right, here we go. We had a big hole right here. I don't know if it's where the water was washing from the trough and stuff, but it's definitely washed it out. So, and then we started digging up some of these rocks. So we're going to try to blade it and clean it up. And he'll still be here working. He's just doing a little bit of French drains, a little bit of digging, a little bit of cleaning. So then the owner's going to box blade and do the gravel. I told him I'd help him with it. It'll just take me probably about 30 more minutes. But he said, don't worry about it. He said, he done plenty of work. That way, he said, I'll have something to do. So that's all that matters. The customer wants to work a little bit. He said, I'm 58. He said, I can have something to do. So we're going to go get our grapple, and then we're going to blade this just a little bit more. But other than that, I'm glad we got this done for him. He's pretty happy about it. So if he's happy, we're happy with it. So he said I can do the rest on my tractor. That's all that matters. And then we let's see, I wish these keys would stop freaking. Got that over there. It turned out really good, so I put some bunch of rocks and packed those in with the tracks and just packed them in just back and forth, and then right back behind the house. It's washed out. You can definitely tell where it's been washed out. So we got this done. Looks pretty clean. He's gonna box plate it, throw some straw out. He's got some topsoil. He had some raised beds right here, so he's gonna take the Mini X over here and clean out the chunks of railroad ties and then the rebar. And then he's gonna blade it, and then he's gonna take that and then pretty much smear it over here. So it's pretty, at least 6-7 inches. You can't really tell the video, but his little tractor over there will be plenty enough for topsoil. And then he's going to smear that over here, and he's got that. And he's got a few spots he wants it. So I said a little bit of straw, a little bit of seed, you'll be good. So, but that's it. We're gonna go ahead and get our grapple, and then he'll have to follow us over so that way we don't get rear-ended by somebody. So, but anyway, we'll get loaded up and we'll head on home. This is also a reason why I also put on-road fuel in the tank, because I was very low. Like I wouldn't been able to make it, but got a few gallons in there. It's not 50, but I had like 44 in there. But yeah, we'll let it get about a half a tank, and then we'll go ahead and unload this. It's like it's about to get empty. All right, so I made it home. I'm gonna probably put these few clips in here before I end the video, but it's starting to rain. I think it's supposed to be raining Wednesday of this coming week, so hopefully get some rain to knock down the dust. Everybody needs it, especially Mr. Edwards up in Heflin. He definitely needs it up there because it is super dry, so that way he can go ahead and start planting for deer season. So we're gonna drop this off, and my father-in-law needs this trailer to go pick his tractor up from John Deere or somebody that works for John Deere or something like that. I don't know, I can't remember. But yeah, we're gonna get this going. Yeah, it's at John Deere, so he's gonna go pick it at John Deere, and we'll just get ready for next week. So I'm gonna have to put this truck in the shop. Pretty sure the transmission's about gone in it, so it's getting bad. So we're just gonna go ahead and fix it anyway. So we made enough this weekend to probably, I guess, fix it, probably, hopefully. But anyway, so that's what we got. We got more jobs, just trying to hang in there. That's all I needed to do. Anyway, let's get at it. All right, this is the reason why I bought 2 trucks, is having to do all this stuff, because man, that's so much work. Because not all that, I had all my stuff back here. Phew, I've been cranking that thing for a while, but we got it past it. Got the old semi running. We'll park it right in front so nobody steal it, and then I've got to put that blue panel on the back up so that way water don't get in the turbo. So I gotta fix the exhaust. It's just one thing after another one. But anyway, that's it, and that's all I had. I just wanted to show you the behind stuff because I got a bunch of that. I've got plenty of that I can do. So we'll start doing it. Just, it's hard to get content if you're I left my wipers on, it's squealing. It's hard to do it when you're doing it by yourself, but also like the customer's watching you, so it's just it just kind of digs at me a little bit just to do that in front of the customer. But anyway, let's head out. All right, so we're fixing to head on. We got everything loaded, the grapple on the bucket. He gave me a few things out of his garage, and we're fixing to head home. So if you could like and subscribe, see you on the next one.